Okay, so I got the base all cut out. That was a little bit harder than I thought, but I got the back here. I did have to put in this just because of the length of the plywood I had, so I did cut out a little sliver, but on the side it's not too bad. Got that all cut out, and a little bit wonky on this one because that stupid blade like I had earlier. That, I don't know, that plywood blade, I don't know what it was, but it kept spinning around the arbor. Had everything tightened down all the way too, but not really sure what happened, but I got all the flooring done, so it's all even now. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to flip it all over, and like I said, this isn't really going to matter too much. I'm going to fill that in, but that's all going to be behind the wall once I put it in. But I'm going to go ahead here and probably pull all this out again, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Thompson water sealant and seal the bottom side of it before I go ahead and drill it down. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start cutting these. I'm going to measure these out, and these will be the roof, or part of the roof struts. Well, not struts, cross beams and whatnot. And those I've kind of determined because it's already there. Might space it out a little bit more because not all these are super well spaced, but just kind of attach them to here, right where this angle iron is. Attach there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so like 10 of them. And then there's going to be cross members going across. So I want to be about 6 feet high. And once that's done, attach those in here. So I'm going to prefab them before I do that because it's just going to be a pain in the butt to, drill them and then put them together. Still trying to figure out, so I did leave a space at the back here just so, I was going to build it here, but I left that space out so I can go ahead and have that foam for the back door. So I think I'm going to put a post here, but we'll go ahead and see. But yeah, so that actually turned out okay. Just ended up switching out to my normal blade. It did fine. Very minimal blowout. Could have taped it, probably would have helped, but I don't know if someone can tell me what I did wrong or what, but that blade was just, it would warp and then it just did a horrible cut. That's why that first piece up there is kind of wonky, but like I said, it's not going to matter too much once I screw it down. You're not going to see this under the flooring anyway, so let's go get on to it. Okay, so I got all the pieces flipped up. I'm going to quickly go ahead and coat these with that Thompson water seal so we can go ahead and have those sealed. Also going to need to sweep that out a little bit. That'll take me 2 seconds, but let me go get the seal and go ahead and do those. Okay, we got those all sealed. They're already drying fairly quickly. It said only 1 coat, so I'm gonna stick with that. It's still a little bit damp. But it should be good. I mean, I just want something that's gonna at least give it a little bit of something to protect it from the elements on the bottom side, because this is all the bottom, so this is the back side of it. So once that's done, go ahead, sweep this out, and then secure all these down, and then put some adhesive between the joints and everything. But that was good, pretty fast. It's supposed to take like 24 hours, but I'm not painting it. But you're supposed to, if you were going to paint this, I think it says like, what is it? It's like 45 days or something ridiculous. Yeah, allow 45 days of drying before applying latex paint over it. So don't use this if you're wanting to do latex paint. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to cutting the supports for the roof and the walls. Alright, so as we allow that to go ahead and dry, we're going to go ahead and mark these to 6 feet, and then measure just between the two for the ceiling joist, and go ahead and cut those and glue them, and use our handy dandy air compressor over there to go ahead and attach them together. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so we have the 6-foot pieces. That's gonna be the wall. There's the end cuts. Those are gonna be center joists I'm gonna put in. And then once I figure out the distance between those, I'm gonna go ahead and make a U shape. That's gonna be the wall and the ceiling. Then I can just put it in there. Because when I prefab it, I can make it flat instead of, having to try to balance two pieces together and line them up later is a little bit harder. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, I know it looks a little bit spooky, a little bit dark, but we're about to lay in the flooring, all that. About to go put. Let me move this light real quick. Oh. A little bit better. It's a little better. I should have a stand for this, but I do not. But yeah, pretty much swept it out. You can see it looks fairly clean. We have great stuff right there, which I'm going to use to fill in some gaps. And then we're going to go ahead and drill everything down. So let's go ahead and get that started. Remove this. Try not to make it sit under. Okay. I think I had this side facing over. Move this. Alright, there we go. That's all our flooring installed. So I'm going to start drilling and screwing it all in. And then we should be good to go. A little bit of patchwork, but should work out just fine.